Today, I'm bringing you 4 stories that prove karma is very much real. Story number 1. The House of Secrets.
Have you ever looked at someone you lived with for 10 years and realized they're a total stranger? My husband, let's call him Mark, came home on a Tuesday and said, "I'm leaving. I found someone else, she's younger, and she's pregnant." Then he drops the bomb. "You have 2 weeks to pack your things and vacate the house." I was devastated. We built this home together. But Mark was smug. He's a successful businessman, and everything was legally under his company's name. His lawyer sent me a letter basically saying, "You're a ghost here. Get out." I started packing in tears. While clearing out some old junk in the basement, I found a hidden panel behind the water heater. Inside was a folder. Mark was always paranoid, but he forgot about this stash. It contained his real financial records. Turns out, the money used to buy this house was lost in fake business losses 3 years ago. He'd been dodging millions in taxes while I was clipping coupons to save on groceries. Instead of calling a divorce lawyer, I called the IRS. And then, I called his new girlfriend. The day he showed up with a moving truck to kick me out, he was met by federal agents. His accounts were frozen, and the house was seized as evidence for tax fraud. His mistress, as soon as she realized her rich daddy was going to jail, she vanished in an hour.
The spill verdict. Never try to throw a woman out when she knows where your skeletons are buried. Karma isn't just a word, it's a federal audit. Story number 2. The expensive invitation.
My ex-boyfriend is the definition of a clamberer. He dumped me a year ago because I wasn't status enough for him. Last month, he sent me a wedding invitation. He was marrying a girl from a very wealthy family. It was a flex. He wanted me to see the luxury life he'd finally clawed his way into. What he didn't know is that I'm a high-end event coordinator. I know everyone in the wedding industry. I saw the caterer's name on the invite and called a friend who worked the event. She told me he was already cheating. He'd been hooking up with the maid of honor in the supply closet during the rehearsals. I didn't go to the wedding, but I did send a wedding gift to the bride's father, who was paying for the whole $100,000 event. It was a flash drive containing CCTV footage from the venue. My friend helped me get it. The wedding didn't just get canceled. The bride's father waited until everyone was seated, walked up to the mic, and played the video on the big screens. He then told my ex that he had 5 minutes to leave before he called the cops for trespassing. Now my ex is being sued for the non-refundable deposits. He's back in his mom's basement.
The spill verdict. If you're going to be a gold digger, make sure you don't dig your own grave first. Story number 3. The corporate karma.
My ex-boyfriend dumped me right after he got a high-paying job at a major tech firm. His exact words were, "I'm leveling up, and you're just holding me back. I need a partner who matches my new status." I spent 3 years supporting him while he was unemployed, but apparently, I was no longer good enough. 2 months later, he was up for a massive promotion to senior manager. he didn't realize that his new director was my brother's best friend from college. They were at a bar, and my ex started bragging about how he trimmed the dead weight in his life to focus on his career. The director asked for details, and my ex, being arrogant, told him everything, including how I paid his bills for years. The director knew exactly who I was because he'd seen me at my brother's wedding. He also realized that the innovative project my ex used to get hired was actually based on my old college thesis. He stole my work. Monday morning, my ex walked in expecting a promotion. Instead, he found HR waiting. He wasn't just denied the promotion, he was fired for unethical conduct and plagiarism. The director called me personally to tell me the trash took itself out.
The spill verdict. Don't burn the bridge that built you, especially when you're standing on it. Story number 4. The inheritance trap.
My sister has always been the golden child. My parents paid for her Ivy League education while I worked 2 jobs to get through community college. When our grandmother passed away, she left me her small, vintage cottage. My sister got nothing because she already had everything. My sister was furious. She told everyone I manipulated our sick grandma. Then, she lost her high-paying job due to her own ego. Suddenly, she demanded I sell the cottage and give her half the money. When I said no, she broke into the house while I was away, claiming she was taking what's hers. She didn't realize that I had already installed a high-tech security system. But more importantly, she didn't know that Grandma's old cottage was actually a historical landmark. My sister decided to renovate it by tearing down a wall and painting over original 19th century murals. I didn't just call the police for trespassing. I called the Historical Preservation Society. Because she destroyed a protected landmark, she wasn't just arrested. She was hit with federal fines that exceeded the entire value of the house. She went from wanting half the money to being $500,000 in debt.
The spill verdict. Greed is a blindfold. If you try to steal the crown, make sure you don't destroy the kingdom first. That's it for today's dose of reality. Karma always finds its way, and as you can see, it never misses. Which of these stories gave you the most satisfaction? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one of them. If you enjoyed the spill, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss what I have for you tomorrow. Stay smart, stay cautious, and remember, the truth always comes out. See you in the next one.